Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel English Crossroad. Today we are going to read a new lesson. The name of the lesson is A Funny Man, which is the second lesson of Unit 2, Wit and Humour of Poorvi text of Class 7. Today we are going to read and understand a really funny and silly poem. Are you ready? Let's go. Before starting the poem, there is an activity. That is, look around you for things or people that make you laugh. Write them in the bubbles given below. Share the reasons for your answer with your classmates and the teacher. You see here 6 bubbles are there. I have already written. See here, already 6 bubbles are given here. I have written funny videos. When we see the funny videos, we used to laugh a lot, isn't it? Similarly, funny jokes, mimicry, then when we see silly faces like Joker cartoon faces, when we used to laugh a lot, isn't it? Then tickling, someone is tickling you, you will laugh. Joker, by seeing the Joker, we used to laugh a lot. Now you see in the picture, beautiful picture where a boy is playing with the ball and the children are sitting around him and standing and watching him and enjoying the play. This poem is about a very strange and funny man who behaves in the opposite way of what we expect. Let's understand first stanza. One day a funny kind of man came walking down the street. He wore a shoe upon his head and hats upon his feet. You see, here is a man coming down the street. And how he is coming? He wore a shoe upon his head. He was wearing a shoe on his head, hats upon his feet. Usually we are wearing hat on our head and shoes on our feet, isn't it? But here this man was wearing just opposite to it. He was looking funny because he is wearing the shoe on his head and hats on his feet. That's silly, right? Isn't it? We usually wear shoes on our feet and hats on our head. But he does this opposite. That is why the child is saying that he saw a funny kind of man who was walking down the street. He raised the shoe and smiled at me. His manners were polite, but never had I seen before such a funny sounding sight. What does this stanza say? The man politely lifts the shoe from his head and smiles. See, when we are seeing others, we are giving a respect by raising our hat and bowing ourselves, isn't it? So this man, what did he do? He is not having the hat. He is having the shoes on his head. So he lifted the shoe and he smiled at me. And his manner were polite. Why his manner were polite? He behaves kindly, but he still looks very strange. The speaker says that he had never seen such a funny looking person before. Someone who looked weird and maybe even made strange sounds. Not only he was looking funny, but never had I seen before. He is saying that I have never seen such a person before. Such a funny sounding sight. That means he was making funny sounds also. He said, allow me to present your highness with a rose, and taking out a currant bun, he held it to my nose. Now it gets even funnier. You see, this funny man is saying, allow me to present your highness with a rose. So the man calls the speaker your highness. He's saying your highness, that is giving the respect. Speaker is the king or the queen. He says he wants to give a rose. Okay, fine. It's good that he wants to give a rose. But what did he do? Instead of rose, he pulls out a currant bun. Now, what is this currant bun? It's a type of sweet bread. And he held it to my nose. That means he was holding it near the speaker's nose. He thinks that this bun is a flower. He was saying that he want to give a rose, and now he is giving him a sweet bread. That is currant bun. It's a sweet bread. He is giving a sweet bread and he feels that this sweet bread is a rose. So it's a funny thing, no? Now see next. I staggered back against the wall and then I answered, well, I never saw a rose with such a funny looking smell. Now what is the poet saying? The speaker is surprised and stepped back. When he is bringing the sweet bread near his nose, what happened? He stepped back, and the speaker is saying that I never saw a rose with such a funny looking smell. Okay, the speaker had never seen such a rose, that is a currant bun which is having a different smell. It's not the smell of rose, no. So he staggered back, means he moved back against the wall. He was now against the wall, leaning against the wall, and then he answered that I have never seen such a rose with such a funny looking smell. He then began to sing a song and sat down on the ground. You never heard in all your life such a funny feeling sound. Next, the man starts singing a strange song while sitting on the ground. Now he was sitting on the ground and he started to sing a song. That means the sound he makes are very odd. It's not a normal one. The speaker says they had never heard such a funny feeling sound. Again mixing up how we sense things. That is, the sounds are not having feelings, but it is having very fun to hear. My friend, why do you wear two hats upon your feet? I said. He turned the other way about and hopped home on his head. Now he could not understand why this man is doing in this way. So he finally decided to ask this man why he is wearing two hats upon his feet. Okay, so he's asking. I said means here he's not saying, actually he's asking why are you wearing the hats on your feet? What did he do? The man doesn't reply. Instead of that, what did he do? He turns around and hops away on his head. Now he turns around. He is having shoes on his head. No. So what did he do? He hopped away on his head. Can anyone really do that? No. But it's silly and playful, just like the rest of the poem. Okay. So this is a funny poem. What is the poem really about? It's about having fun, using imagination and playing with words. The poet uses nonsense jokes and silly actions to make us laugh. There is no big lesson in this poem, just a fun time. It also teaches that poetry can be funny and not always serious. And sometimes it's okay to be a little funny and silly, isn't it? Did you enjoy the poem? Now, dear children, let us see the rhyming words of this poem. You see here, we are seeing for the rhyming words the last word of each line. Okay, so here it is man, street, head, feet. We can see that in this stanza, street, feet. These two are rhyming words, isn't it? Street, feet. So in the next stanza, it is me, polite, before, sight. So polite and sight, rhyming words. Third, rose, nose. Well, smell. Ground, sound. Said, head. So these are the pair of rhyming words. Now let's see what is the rhyme scheme of this poem. First one is man. See. So for man, I am giving the letter A. Now street. Man is not similar to street. It sounds something different, isn't it? So I am giving the letter B. So man I gave A, street I gave B, head. Is it similar to man or street? No, it's entirely different. So I am giving this C. So now you see man I gave A, street I gave B, head I gave C. Feet. You see street and feet are rhyming words, isn't it? For street I wrote the letter B. So for feet I will write the letter B. So what is the rhyme scheme? A, B, C, B. Similarly, see the second, me. A, I will write polite. Me and polite is different. So B, before, different from that. So C, sight. Polite, sight. These are rhyming words. So this will be B. This also will be B. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is A, B, C, B. I hope you have understood the explanation of this lesson, the rhyming words and the rhyme scheme. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.